And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your gracious host, your bubbly host for this segment with some really bubbly people that I've known for a few years. Yes, some of my best friends too, I could say. Debbie Woodland here and Tamlin Taylor. Debbie is with a water company. Which one? Great Basin Water Co. And Tamlin is with a coalition. What kind of coalition?
Yeah, Nye Communities Coalition. However, today we're going to be talking about Friends of Discovery Park.
Oh, you took that away from me. I was going to do that was my last thing. So, how many people here are on the board of directors from the Friends of Discovery Park?
Well, I think we all are, John.
Yep.
All right. So, we're going to be talking to you. Debbie's going to lead the discussion today. So what are we going to start with?
Well, let's talk about Friends of Discovery Park being a nonprofit. This was the park that's between the 56 acres between Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Red Butte. Friends of Discovery Park, once we organized, I believe, in 2023 or something, right around there. Red Rock Audubon Society was the initial nonprofit that did so much in planting trees. We had volunteer work days all the time, but now we're pretty much not wanting to put more trees. We're working to actually sprinkle that with these large Cannon sprayers and bring it back so it'll be green, and we'll just get our riding lawnmower and keep it like a kind of want to call it like a golf course.
Oh, finally.
A little bit, yeah. And
okay.
That'll cool it down. But we just want you to know that with Friends of Discovery Park, we have quarterly meetings. We meet this year, we'll be meeting September 4th, 2025. We meet at Great Basin College at 5:30 to 7 p.m. We do we've had great speakers on native birds, on burrowing owls. We even did a burrowing owl habitat.
Yes.
So our last meeting we did drawing, and that was a lot of fun. Cheryl Toko taught us different techniques how to draw birds and wildlife. But with our next meeting coming up in the fall, I thought a really a fun project, because drawing went over so well, we're going to paint rocks. You know, and I don't know if everybody's welcome. It's free to attend. Friends of Discovery Park does have a membership. An annual membership starts January to December, which is $20. We welcome all anybody who wants to join us. We have board meetings on monthly basis, talk about our next speaking engagement, what we're going to do, and but so yeah, September 4th, when it cools down on a Thursday evening, we'll paint some rocks. And
and so what we were thinking about is that area when you get out of your car off of Pahrump Valley Boulevard and you look over towards the little library and that kiosk there, it really needs to be beautified in some way. So we're kind of thinking of that area, doing a few projects. So if you walk regularly in the park and know the area I'm talking about, you may have noticed even the little library is looking like it needs some updating and some repairs. Okay. We're working on that. So that's our main focus for the next month or two. And what's really neat is that we've gotten somebody from the public that would like to kind of adopt that little library. And luckily he knows all the mechanics, he can fix it up, maybe paint it, repair it. And what we could use help from you guys though is once we get going is to just keep your eye on it, making sure that it's in good repair, and perhaps use it. Donate a book time to time, especially if you see it kind of low. We can use some freshened up with new books in that area. And we were thinking of putting the painted rocks, maybe start there, but then work it into more projects as we go. But this is someplace we can start.
No, look at all the things you can do with those little rocks.
Right.
I mean, they are cute. There is a Facebook group out there now. It's called Pahrump Rocks 775. And in fact, Shonda, I know, is one of the administrators on it. I had talked to her about this before. It was like a pre-COVID deal, and then COVID hit.
Okay.
But yeah, and you'll find all over the valley where members in her group, they paint these rocks and they put them everywhere. I've run into them at different locations. But I just think that would be a fun thing. Parents, grandparents, they could do with their children, and just come to the college. We're in room 107. I just, we'll put some sheeting down, so it's acrylic paints, and I don't know if we'll be able to spray them that night to seal them, but I just think it's just a wonderful project, and I'm going to contact Shanda and see if maybe she and some of her group would like to come and give their pointers and how they paint the rocks and how they finish them and stuff.
Yeah, and so far we haven't thought of a particular theme, but I would think some wildlife would be fun, like, little critters, owls or whatever, and make it like that would be what I would choose to do, or flowers, something easy.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
something easy.
unlimited, really, what you could put on the rocks. But making it, a positive message and something that you would smile if you saw it.
Well, and all they have to do is show up, because I have plenty of river rocks, because you want to use a flat surface. So we'll provide the supplies, because it's just acrylic paint. It's a nice, smooth, clean rock, and it'll be simple. We'll probably bring some markers, for some fine lines if anybody, because in our last class, we were able to see everyone's work. I was surprised how good everybody was. Truly. Everybody showed up, were like artists in their own way. But then we have another project we're looking at Friends of Discovery Park doing. We want to do labyrinths. We'd like to do one labyrinth. We had that actually, John, if you remember correctly, we had a labyrinth in our master plan for
Yes, we did.
Discovery Park. And so we'd like to put that someplace close, people can park. And the one in the picture that you're looking at right now, well, I was going to say that one, Cooperative Extension back in 2004 did what they call a 7-circuit design. Alice Rosington, she was a master gardener. She came up with the idea. She registered it. And that 7th circuit is up there in the corner by the university name. And because over the years of the damage, the flooding, they have kind of a new age look now. And no design is wrong. They've greatly enlarged it. It's kind of free form. They've got plants incorporated, and it looks great.
Yeah.
But it's registered on the society. On the picture now that you're looking at, there's plenty of other designs that we could do, but we're looking for those who'd be interested. If somebody would like to participate, come to our meeting in September, give us a name or a number, or I did have, you can contact us. We have a email, friendsofdiscoveryparknv@gmail.com email address, or because I work for Great Basin Water Co., be water smart at greatbasinwaterco.com, and give us your name, and you be part of that project. We'll wait till it cools down, but it'll be someplace close up where we're parking, so you don't have to hike in there. So it'd be available for all ages, and I just think that would just be something that we could do.
Because we even designed and constructed them from Burning Man, but unfortunately when we tear down the city, we tear it down the labyrinth. So it's only there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Interesting.
there it is.
So then, I just think, a labyrinth would really be a nice walking place in Discovery Park.
Oh, it is. It's
And also, I thought there was
spiritual.
another one. Yeah, it's spiritual. Does Nathan Adelson Hospice have one? I kind of
never
think
heard
they
that.
do. I kind of think they do. Yeah. I thought I was thinking about it. I didn't check it out, but
I know at the pre-K school here at Mount Charleston Elementary School, we have a little labyrinth by that garden, and the kids love it, of course.
and then also too, that will also be located by that little library. The labyrinth will be by the library.
Yes.
So, after just to kind of give you a pop quiz, I was going to say, do you know why why people walk labyrinths? What's the reason? Why do people walk labyrinths? Can any of you tell? Hit your buzzer. Give me an answer.
Well, I've seen them a lot of times connected in with spiritual places. So it's a place where you can get in touch with yourself or your higher power and maybe ask a question or ask for healing. And then you do the little walk, and then you pause and wait for the answer kind of thing. But yeah, it's sort of a spiritual practice, but you don't have to have it that way. It's just fun to go in it. I know you were wondering, a lot of people call these mazes. There's a difference of, what's the difference?
Do you know the difference, John?
That's what they taught us, the same thing when I was up in Gert.
Hit your buzzer.
I was taught the same way.
What? They're not the same.
No, to be a spiritual type thing too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But what's the difference between a maze and a labyrinth?
A maze is not circular, right?
No, wrong.
I think sometimes the mazes you run to blocks, right?
Dead ends.
Yeah, they're like
All right.
puzzles more than anything else.
Tamlin for the gold star.
Oh,
Okay, alrighty. Okay, back now. I know the picture that we requested at the little library is a little bit fuzzy. We do have a picture of one. And that's similar looking to the one we have in Discovery Park. But that leads us to one of our trustees and Friends of Discovery Park ran into Colin, who owns the F&D candy store with his wife, Tay. And Colin said, he goes, I'll help you out. So I went in there and I actually purchased a couple canisters of dehydrated candies, and thanked him so much for, well, he's going to be at the craft show this Friday, Saturday. I think this airs Saturday at Bob Roode Park, but they do participate in different events and stuff.
And is there business on Oxbow or something?
Yeah, their business is located at 301 Oxbow.
I wanted to go up and see. I never heard of them. I wanted to see who they are and thank them for adopting our little library.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to go in there and try it, because the candy, like I bought paydays, dehydrated paydays, and this one is like a chocolate. Trying to remember of a candy bar that this resembles, but it doesn't melt in your hands.
So if you're hiking
it's
or
light.
something.
If you're hiking,
Okay.
yeah, and you don't want anything to stick to your hands, that's great. They have all these pop candies. The one I wanted to try were these Werther's?
where
Caramels.
there's zeros on the clock, that means we're done.
Are we done?
Oh.
Thank you for watching us, and it just went too fast.
Oh, man.
All right, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, John.
Tamlin.
Hi there, and welcome to Community Viewpoint. Welcome back to me. I took a couple of weeks off. My name's Dr. Christopher Salute. I had the flu for a couple of weeks, and now we're back. So thanks to KVPM for being so just gracious and making sure that the show went on. Thanks always to Mikey Rooney for production. And thank you to DJ for coming on to our show. So we have DJ here from Living Free Health. We've been chatting it up a little bit here, Health and Fitness, excuse me. And I'm terrible about introductions, right? So to our thousands and millions of fans at home, DJ, why don't you tell folks who you are?
Awesome. Well, as you said, I'm DJ Mills. I work over at Living Free Health and Fitness. I'm actually the vice president there. I started there back in January of this year, having work history in owning my own businesses out here. I actually owned Quality Signs and Banners, and then Satellite Systems Nevada, and then made the jump into the nonprofit world, working over at Nevada Outreach and their Family Resource Center. Spent the last 5 years building up a jail reentry program, and then came over here to work with Shelley over and helping run the operation, and helping people get the care that they need for addiction, and work in our therapeutic workplaces.
Cool. So you're saying to me that this is a new role to you, but Pahrump is not new to you. So tell us a little bit about what brought you to Pahrump. What got you here originally?
Absolutely. I've actually been in Pahrump now for a little over 20 years. Wow. I know, right? It was a little bit smaller back then. I remember watching McDonald's and Burger King being built, and they were like in a race against each other, see who got built first. But yeah, I came here. I was living in Amargosa, and so when me and my sisters, we started getting to that age where we needed to enter the workforce, my parents decided to move to the big city of Pahrump. So, saved us
Not
on
the
those
big city.
right, those monthly shopping trips, it turned into weekly shopping trips, so that was good. So yeah, we just were needing to enter the workforce, started getting some jobs, and started making this place home, and never looked back 20 years later.
Now that's interesting. I hear so many folks tell me that they used to travel to Pahrump because Pahrump was where the shopping, where the food grocery stores were. Is that legit?
Oh, it's totally legit, yeah, because it was about a 35-minute drive, and yeah, obviously I'm one of 4 kids, so it wasn't like an easy trip to just hop in the car and come out here. So yeah, it was about once every 3 weeks that we'd come in, do all of our shopping, and we'd load up like 3 shopping carts full, because I know how to eat well.
as we both do. Now, did Amargosa have any store? This is so we could do the whole show about this. Did Amargosa have could you pick up milk or something like that?
Yeah. There was a little corner store, Mom's Place, I think is what it was called. It was actually one of my very first jobs was there.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I want to be 20 years ago and be in Amargosa right now.
It's a little bit slow pace out there.
Yeah,
yeah. Coming here was a big jump for us. More people, more to do. Everybody always says there's not a lot to do in Pahrump, but for us it was a big step and a lot more. Yeah,
a lot more for sure. I love that. So now, just an hour ago we left the remote area medical meeting, but I'll ask a little bit because you're pretty active in the community. So how do you stay active in the community besides your role at Living Free? What are some other things that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, remote area medical is close to my heart. My best friend Ryan brought that to our community, so I've been volunteering with that for many years. Actually, when I was doing the quality signs, I would be part of it in that role, and then over at Nevada Outreach, I used to run the resource table, and now I just help with logistics. Easter at Simpkins Park is one of the other big ones that our family started. My sister and I.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Pull that back.
Certainly. Yeah.
First of all, I don't even know if I know about this, and that's terrible because I'm pretty involved in the community. So, Easter at Simpkins Park, the Mills family started this.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. So, Easter at Simpkins Park started, I think the recent calculation was like 15 years ago we started it. Maybe it was 14. But yeah, there was like a big community Easter egg hunt, and my nephews were just little guys at the time, and they didn't end up with a lot of eggs. So we were like, hey, let's do something. So we just started doing a family egg hunt there at the park. My sister lived right around the corner from Simpkins, so that just became the natural resting place. And so every year we get together, and we've just grown that over the years. And I think last year was like 18,000 eggs, and like 700 people came out for it.
What?
I know, it's pretty awesome, right?
Okay, Megan's in the waiting room right now. My fiance, how did we not know about it? We have to go to East. I don't have children, but I want to partake.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I donate eggs?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yep, and come out on the Saturday before Easter and the Sunday of Easter, and we will definitely put you guys to work.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you. No, that's fantastic. All right, so that's not what even we're here for. That's amazing. So you ran Easter at Simpkins Park, but you've just got this new role. You just moved from the coalition where you were building the deflection program, and now you're over at Living Free Health and Fitness, which is one of my favorite places. In fact, we should even do a whole other thing about the expansion of the gym. It's the gym that I go to as well. But so tell me about. Not a lot of folks know, and we may not even have enough time in the last 7 minutes. Tell us about this organization, because I personally. Megs and I live right next to the cafe. We're about 4 minutes away. Your breakfast wraps are like, every time I order breakfast there, first of all, or food, I'm like, I better order 2 things because these things are like, it's like $10 for a breakfast wrap.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then I go to order 2 things because I think they're small, and I can't even finish the first thing I ordered.
No, the portion sizes are great.
Great. So tell me about the organization.
Okay, so Living Free Health came out here to Pahrump back in 2017 with our founder and CEO, Shelly Piorio. And basically, she came out to Pahrump from Vegas, fell in love with the community, saw the need in the community.
For sure.
There's a huge gap in quality and the amount of services. So she worked on getting SEPTA certified for outpatient services. In 2018, she actually got the first house where she was able to offer transitional housing to start offering that kind of wraparound support for individuals in early recovery. And about 3 years ago, we expanded into our first therapeutic workplace with the Living Free Cafe. And then back in 2023, we got our second therapeutic workplace, which is the Living Free Gym. So the idea is to provide full wraparound supports, all collaboratively and under one agency. So we provide the treatment, we provide the case management, the peer support, the clinical support, the life skills development, job training, and we do it all together as a team to ensure that people can see a lifetime of staying stopped.
Yeah, I mean, it's really incredible to see. I mean, so I speak to your folks probably once every couple of months, and for those who don't know, I mean, I've never been an addict. I'm not a big drinker, but I do, I love food, and you could feel, as an addict of food, you can kind of feel that regret the minute you go overboard, which is, for me, it's in the first 5 minutes. And so for me, I can kind of understand that unstoppable feeling of that that loss of control, and that's what I tell your folks is hey, look, I'm fortunate enough to not have ever been addicted to anything bad. But I know that feeling, and I think a lot of folks don't understand that it's an illness, and I think we're starting to finally come around to that. One of my favorite comedians, 20 years ago, Mitch Hedberg, he passed, actually I think of a drug overdose, was saying, people would yell at you and be like, get off drinking, but nobody would be like, get off cancer. You know what I mean? It's an illness, right? Yeah. And so we have to treat it as such. So I love that y'all are so holistic. People at your gym are the folks who manage your gym are the people in recovery. People at the cafe are the folks in recovery. And they're also very cool about, I mean, maybe I'm an approachable person, probably not.
I would think so.
But thank you. But they tell you about it. They're cool about hey, this is where I'm at. I was in prison. I was doing this, blah, 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 blah. So that's great. I
mean, people, when they go through that much work to achieve the success that they have, I mean, they're proud of it, and rightfully so.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's no small effort to end up where they are.
It's an everyday, I don't know that I could do that every day. That is a strength that I don't know that a lot of people have, which makes sense because not everyone can do it, right? So you just got to the organization. What have you been working on recently that's super exciting for you?
I mean, the most exciting thing right now is our gym expansion. So when I started on back in January, we had the 3,700 square foot with units 1 and 2 at 301 Oxbow, and an opportunity presented itself where we could actually obtain the 2 units right next to it, and so Shelly and I went over and we jumped at that opportunity.
Doubled the size, right?
Yeah, so now it's just shy of 7,000 square feet. We've gotten a bunch of new equipment in, a lot of plate-loaded equipment, some new selectorized equipment. We've doubled the cardio space. We've added a dedicated space for classrooms. We've expanded our hours. That's actually starting this weekend. We're going to be open till midnight, Monday through Friday, opening at 4 a.m. So yeah, and then on the weekends, I think it's 5:30 to 6 p.m.
Love that. I haven't been, so you can't see them off camera. But my crutches are off camera. I had knee surgery as well as the flu, so it's been a real great couple of weeks. But I have seen the pictures online, and not only does it look like you got some more equipment, it also, and there was, I mean, no offense, it was a small space. It looks like you've just spread things out a little bit too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it looks and feels a little bit less crowded.
Absolutely, and it's really great just watching the staff there at the gym take ownership of the project. I mean, they designed the layout, they helped put the equipment, they ran teams of volunteers to make it what it is right now. So it's been amazing.
Love that, and it's a bargain too. If you pay monthly, which I do, which is easier to throw on the credit card, it's like $30 a month, something like that. And if you pay yearly, you save about what? $10 a month or something like that?
I think it's almost 20% that you save by going annually.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great bargain. For that price, it's really, really good.
Yeah, we just offered veterans discounts now as well, so that saves an extra, I think, 10% off.
Yeah, and your money's going to a good cause, right? So look, there are lots of great locally owned gyms here in town, and there's nothing against them. Also, this money goes directly to the organization, which is serving recovering addicts. So,
absolutely,
really brilliant.
Absolutely,
love it. So how do I, get involved? I want to donate. I want to donate time. I want to help. I want to just learn about the organization. How do I get involved?
Absolutely. I mean, the best thing that you could do is just go online to livingfreehealth.org, or just stop on by. I mean, stop by, have a meal, get to meet the staff, stop by the gym, take a tour of the new facility, have a conversation, schedule a meeting. I mean, Diane's up front all the time. The peer staff are always helpful. We also have an additional unit at that 2050 North Highway 160 address where we offer AA and NA meetings. So yeah, just kind of stop on by, look online. We have an impressive Facebook profile, so add us, like us on that, and that way you'll see the updates as they come.
Cool, yeah. Cool. So we got about a minute left, EJ, and I want to approach this last. I usually ask folks, one last message, but with this particular topic, I think it's a really sensitive topic here in Pahrump because I do think that people are not. and I don't want to generalize, but some folks feel as though addicts don't need your support and that they've dug their own grave, or whatever it is. Is there a lasting message with the last 30 seconds that you can encourage our community to really be a little, to be patient and understanding with these folks who are just kicking butt out there?
Absolutely. I mean, recovery is possible. I mean, quality programming, collaborative programs can help individuals obtain the skills necessary to achieve a lifetime of recovery. Shelley Piorio has lived experience, and look at, she came out here and started this from scratch. Many of our peer staff that support individuals in the houses in treatment every day are working for us. So yeah, I mean, lived experience goes a long way, and recovery is possible.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much, DJ Mills, and thank you to Living Free Health and Fitness for allowing me to be here today. Come back anytime, and good luck in your new role.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you all for watching. To all of our millions and millions of viewers here in Pahrump and elsewhere, this was Community Viewpoint with Dr. Christopher Salute on KPVM. Goodbye now.